One day you're living your life, going to work, spending time with your family, feeling normal. The next day, your body turns into a war zone. The pain that wakes you up at 3 a.m., the bathroom emergencies that make you cancel plans, the weight that falls off your body, no matter what you eat or how hard you try. In my case, I dropped to 89 pounds and I had multiple surgeries where they cut into me and stitched me back together. Humira injections twice a month that cost more than my rent, and prednisone that made me feel foggy and tired. I look in the mirror and I didn't recognize the person staring back at me. Who was this skinny looking, hollowed eyed virgin kid? The worst part wasn't the physical pain, even though that was unbearable. The worst part was the significant fear that I was probably going to die one week, that I'd never be strong again, that my body was broken forever, and there was nothing I could do about it. And to make things worse, the doctors told me accept my condition, take my medication, avoid stress, and not push myself too hard, which means spending the rest of my life weak, dependent, and scared. I remember the exact moment everything changed. I was sitting in the hospital room after another surgery, staring at the IV drip in my arm, listening to the machines beat, and I realized something that saved my life. Nobody is coming to help me. Not the doctors who see me as just another case number, not the medication that patched me up but never actually fixed my condition for good. If I was going to survive this, have any kind of life worth living, I had to figure it out myself. So I started fighting. I tried calisthenics in my tiny apartment, trying to do a single push-up. I tried weightlifting at the gym where people stared at me like I might snap in half. I tried boxing, shadow boxing in front of my mirror, trying to feel strong even though I looked fragile. I experimented with everything because I didn't have a choice. It was fight or die. And I chose to fight. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was brutal. I failed over and over. I tried something and my body would rebel, sending me to the bathroom for hours. I'd push too hard and end up bedridden for days. I'd make progress, gaining 5 pounds, feeling hopeful, and then lose it all during a flare-up that wiped out weeks of hard work. Nobody supported me. Friends told me I was crazy for trying to build muscle with Crohn's. Family told me to listen to the doctors, stop being stubborn, and accept my reality. Even people in the gym looked at me like I didn't belong there. But being small and weak frustrated me more than anything. I see other guys lifting heavy and building muscle, living the life I wanted, eating whatever they wanted without fear, and I looked down at my 89-pound frame, at arms that looked like twigs, and wondered if I'd ever get there. But I kept reminding myself that I'm here for a reason. I didn't die from Crohn's disease for a reason, and I'm not going to waste this second chance. So I kept going. I refined my diet, tested foods one by one to figure out which ones fueled my body without destroying my gut. I learned which exercises build muscle without triggering symptoms, which movements I could do on low energy days versus high energy days. I worked with my doctor, showing him my progress, my blood work improving, my inflammation markers dropping, and slowly we reduced my medication as I got stronger. And then it happened. I remember the day my doctor said I could stop my medications. I've been on Humira and prednisone for years, but now I was free. That's when everything clicked. My faith grew stronger than it had ever been. My confidence exploded. I gained 25 pounds of real muscle. Muscle you could see and feel. I went from 89 pounds to 170 pounds. I've been in remission for 7 years now, and now I'm living the life I never thought I'd have. But here's what I realized after transforming my body and my life. I can't keep this to myself. I can't watch other IBD patients suffer the way I did, believing the same lies I believed. I can't stand by while doctors tell them to just accept their weakness and to stay on medications forever. I can't let Big Pharma keep them dependent on $36,000 a year medications that don't address the real problem, but mask symptoms while they get weaker. So I came back, not because I wanted to be a coach, not because I wanted to build a business or make money off other people suffering. I came back because you're where I was. You're in the hospital room, wondering if this is forever. You're staring at your reflection, wondering if you'll ever feel strong again. And I know the way out because I walked it myself. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Building muscle with IBD is hard. Reducing your medications take work, dedication, and patience. This isn't some magic pill or quick fix that transforms you overnight, but it's possible. Research proves IBD patients can safely build muscle through proper training. My life proves it, and my clients prove it. Like Carlos, we went from 127 to 143 pounds in 6 months. And if you're tired of being weak, tired of being dependent on medications that make you feel worse, tired of being the person everyone worries about instead of the person they depend on, then I'm offering you a choice right now. I'm running a 5-day IBD Strength Breakthrough Challenge starting November 3rd for $27. You're going to complete your first IBD safe strength workout and feel your muscles respond. You're going to eat your first bodybuilding meal without fear, without calculating where the nearest bathroom is. You're going to learn the exact roadmap I used to go from 89 pounds and medication dependent to 170 pounds and free. This isn't a theory pulled from textbooks. This isn't some generic fitness program designed for healthy people. This is the exact system I used to save my own life, redefined through years and trial of error, tested in the trenches. And I'm going to walk you through it step by step, day by day. But here's the thing. The challenge runs for only 5 days, November 3rd through the 7th. Right now, you can lock in your spot at an early pricing. But the early bird pricing expires soon. Once it's gone, the price goes up. So if you're going to join, now is the time to do it while you can still get the best deal. So here's the choice. You can close the video and go back to being the weak, medication-dependent person you were 10 minutes ago. Perfect time for your schedule to clear up, for your symptoms to magically improve. You can keep hoping your body will magically get better without doing anything different, or you can do what I did. You can decide that you're not going to die weak, that you're not going to let this disease refine the rest of your life. You can step into being a fighter. You can join the challenge and improve yourself, that your body can get strong, that you're not as broke as you've been told. The link is in the description. $25, 5 days, November 3rd through the 7th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. If you're ready to stop being a victim and start being a fighter, I'll see you inside. If you're not, that's fine too. See you on the next video.